Good morning, folks. Light is in my eyes heavy. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Cold Talk Coffee and Blunts. And it's your boy, Vic. And we are in the middle of the week, and a lot has already transpired. So I got to start like last week before we jump into it. How y'all feeling? All y'all that's here. And I know you're traveling to work, probably gonna catch up. Somebody give me a sound check, let me know. I think I got everything I need over here. Waiting on a couple people to show up. And you know, uh, a lot of things have changed and taken place when it comes down to marriage and divorce and celebrities and relationships. None of that stuff ever changes. You just got to pick your struggles. You just got to pick it. No matter if you, um, like it just doesn't matter if what you want is aligned with your outcomes, goals, and everything. Sometimes you just got to do some stuff you don't like to get what you want. Because without doing that, it's just no honor. There's just no celebration in it. But we'll get into that in a little bit though. Let me see if I can find you guys a couple things that I found mention of. Cause man, you can't. It's hard to stick on a subject from week to week when so much changes. So I just came up with something neutral. I think picking a struggle is what we do every day, and it's easy to do that when you got a good outcome lined up. If you know that what you're working on is coming from the right place, you know, then it's easy to deal with things that don't work out, that change or whatever. So you just got to pick what makes sense. Now, the this is what we got going on right now. Hang on a second. So even now, people have a problem with somebody, standing their ground to make their points. But Jeezy filed for divorce. And he said they ain't even made it 3 years. And it's like most black men can't get it together in relationships. I don't know why people just feel so comfortable and confident with being able to judge a relationship from a social media position. But there is uh, something to be said about when the man files for divorce. The minute that the man files for divorce is a different situation altogether. The woman files for divorce, it's a completely different conversation. Her needs won't get met, whatever. Somebody's needs ain't getting met no matter what. But it's just highlighted more. And the rumor is that they had a difference in family values, morals, and stuff like that. So when it comes down to, what's popular, people say anything. It's what they'll do. They'll just say anything. And we don't know everything until people speak what they choose to speak on. But I'll tell you what, disrespect is not being processed the same way culturally anymore. People are just tired at being uh, bullied in so many ways. They're tired of being mishandled, and it's better to be, you know, in a position where you can walk away because people don't deal with disrespect in the healthy ways anymore. No matter how much talking, writing, chances, everybody doesn't process it the same way, which means you got to pick a struggle. You gotta accept that it's some things about your own personality that may not be compatible with everybody else's. So your struggle is, do I try to make myself acceptable to everybody else? And that's ridiculous because being a people pleaser ain't never worked. I don't know anybody. I don't know any happy people pleasers. Uh, I think that's what a. I think at a minimum, that's kind of like what a job is for, because you have somebody that you have to um, report to, and somebody that has to evaluate, grant approval, and say job well done in some kind of way. When you spend your life trying to, life professionally, trying to accomplish certain things, you have to deal with a lot of people. People take a toll on people. It's about proximity. And hey, man, some people are just over it. And I get it. But this is why, in this situation, when you look at Jeezy, this isn't the guy that had to go move in with his lady's house. He didn't have to move in. He had his own. She had her own. That's cool. So if you're not gonna take it, you're not gonna take any mistreatment when you've earned so much and worked so hard. Then this is the example of why you should work hard, why you should have resources and solid networks. Because if you know your worth, you know your value, you're gonna have a threshold on how many struggles that you're gonna pick. So everybody starts over at some point, in some kind of way, multiple ways. Ain't nobody exempt, man. It's just what it is. But hey, welcome to the Code Talk Coffee and Blunts morning show. I'm your host, Victor Vinziant. Y'all make sure you go check out the caption and see all of the other merchandise, the store. Check out my books. And today's topic is going to be pick a struggle. I'm going to drop a link to do a Q&A at some point, because I want to hear which struggles you're trying to pick and choose. Which ones you're trying to part ways with. Which ones that you choose every day. Because we all have struggles that we have to negotiate, whether it be family, friends, work, kids, your dog. Don't matter. Bills. All of us got something. All of us have the same things at some point anyway. So, like, one of the major struggles is people being consumed by social media, or being consumed by anything, to the point where you neglect other aspects of your life. So all the time people will say that they want to get in shape and then not go to the gym, but complain about not being in shape. You got to pick a struggle there. You got to pick a struggle where you live. You have to make you have to make your environment and your resources. You have to pick a struggle between those two. You definitely have to pick a struggle between those two, because all of us want to live better than what we live. We want to live in different places. We want to travel. We want to see different things. There's a lot of stuff that goes on before in the logistics of being able to get to your next step in your journey. So you got to pick a struggle. Let's see here. Hot news, you know what I'm saying, with Colorado Buffaloes and Deion Sanders, aka Coach Prime. Shout out to the Buffaloes and the work he's been doing out there with the team, the young guys, and how well they're playing. Because their schedule looks highly winnable in the college football arena. Y'all know my team, Alabama. Y'all see it on the wall. We going through some things right now. You know what I'm saying? We identity crisis, staff turnover, players trying to figure it out, and guys trying to figure out who their leaders are. They got to pick a struggle too. So right now, Bryce Young ain't walking back through that door. So they got to pick a struggle and figure out how they're going to run the ball better. The O-line got to pick up a struggle, pick a struggle too. Got to figure out how they're going to dominate in the trenches better instead of getting pushed around. Yeah. Everything's a struggle, man. Everything's a struggle. We all trying to complete something. So, hey, for those of you that are joining on YouTube, make sure you click the link. I appreciate y'all for showing up, and participating and supporting the platform. A lot of y'all still traveling and everything, and making your way to where you're going to go for the day. It's the middle of the week. A lot has happened since last week, and the podcast space is shifting because people are tired of recycled conversations that have no substance, recycled conversations that don't produce any type of solution and just produce more conflict. So you got to pick a struggle. You can't get on social media complaining about social media. Could be using it better. If you're complaining about every single thing that you do, every single thing, if you got more complaints than compliments, you're going to have to pick some different struggles too. If the only time you have something to say is just a length of complaints, no suggestions for solutions, none of that stuff. It's just complaints. You have to pick a struggle. Some people, when they pick their struggle, they choose to keep their mouth closed, keep the thoughts to themselves. And then I saw a video last night from, I think it was TD Jakes, that said, if you want to lose everything, keep it 100. And I was like, wow, that's just so solid, because everybody wants to say everything that's on our mind, man, and they want the truth. They don't really want the truth. Nobody really wants the full truth about themselves, because if they did, they probably already know what's wrong with them. They just want to hear you say it so they can blame you. So if you don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, and don't put people in a position to keep it 100 with you too. You know what I'm saying? Then that's really one of the struggles you got to figure out, is that, do you keep it 100? What does keeping it 100 look like? Because you can't say everything that's in your heart. Can't say everything that's in your mind. They call those intrusive thoughts, right? Well, we're going to have to figure out, the struggle that you want to choose by keeping it 100. What happens if you say how you feel at any given moment in time? Because if you keep it 100, it's just for the moment. The articulation is for the moment. The information that was collected prior to you verbalizing your version of keeping it 100 is just the logged behavior, the logged situations, and everything that you have kept, to make your assessment off of. So the thing is, the risk you run when you keep it 100, based off the information you've already been able to, put together is that now you're in a space where the person that was requesting your opinion is saying you bringing up old shit, but you're just keeping it 100 because that's what's important to you. That's the things that you took note of. So you can't measure what people use as their justified, reasons for what they say. You can't. So some people don't want to hear how you really made them feel. They don't. Because it just it's not gonna go over the way that they wanted to go over. See, people want to hear the truth when it's convenient to them. Stand by for a second. Got somebody coming in. Be right back. Boom. We're back. Had to go. You know what I'm saying? Let my guy in. Into this conversation, man. Come on, I have a seat on this couch, man. Good morning to you.
Good morning, brother.
Close that door for me. Man, we talking about picking a struggle. Picking a struggle. And I just got to this one clip. I hadn't played it yet. I'm glad you got here because I saw it last night. And I'm see if I can find it again real quick. TD Jakes had this clip where he says, if you want to lose everything, keep it 100.
Mm. I heard.
How would you interpret that?
I mean, you can keep it 100, but it's a price that comes with it.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Like you keep it 100 with people. Okay, so I had a conversation yesterday. Let's see. Conversation went something like, let me see, how can I put it so I can make it make sense?
That's what you got to do over here. Hey, you just can't come over here saying
saying anything. So I'm trying to put it all together so they get.
Yeah.
It's almost like the same thing what we talking about with Piggy Struggle. It's if you keep it 100, you'll have a friend that tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And then the friend or whatever, we have a falling out, but you keep it 100. But then you rather go to see a stranger that don't really know you, that's just lying to you to get something. You know what I'm saying? Trying to gain something.
Yeah.
So that's what that's what I mean by keeping it 100. It comes with it. But if you keep it 100 and you're okay with that, then just always keep it 100 because some people are not really ready for the truth.
Man, like I don't believe most people are ready for the truth when it depends on what side of life you on. Like if you're on a side of life where you're producing and you're of service and you know what I'm saying, your life is not really your own. You just get up and you go do things for other people on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Your keep it 100, your version of keeping it 100 is completely different than somebody else's version of keeping it 100.
Right.
Somebody
like I tell the truth, and you might take offense to it, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and I'm coming from a place.
So
let's say like this. You tell me, you know what, you want to go to the gym. But let's say you 400 pounds.
I just talked about that.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go to the gym. You feel me? Now, a friend would be like, come on, get your fat ass up and let's go. However, some people will be mad that you called them fat. But they look in the mirror and they know themselves that they fat. Like, why are you mad at me? Because you fat. You have to get off your ass and do something about that. If you don't like certain things, you have the power to change it.
That's your ass.
That's your ass. So if you're okay with having a whole lot of ass, then that's on you. Yeah. But then don't complain about all this, the clothes don't fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, if you lose a couple of asses, then maybe you can fit one of them asses in these damn pants.
Like, my words didn't make you
fat.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Or my words ain't make you broke. Like nothing I'm saying.
Nothing I said.
Now you want to channel some
cause
shit.
The problem.
Yeah. I'm trying to really help you find a solution. If your fat ass want to go, let's go then. But I don't want to. But I don't want to hear you fat and you complaining about you being fat and you doing everything to keep being fat. Like then now what?
Right. Like
you can't be fat and ugly. You can be fat, but you can't be fat and ugly now.
Bro, I was talking about this one day to somebody. I said, hey, you know, like on the physical department, right? Mm-hmm. Like some people think you work out because of whatever reasons, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I work out because I enjoy it, and I see the benefits of it. Mm-hmm. And it's a good, healthy lifestyle. And you always meet other people that's working on themselves. You meet other healthy people.
Right. Or trying to get
healthy.
Right.
Mindset.
Right.
And there's a whole mentality that goes with working out. Anything that you do. Mm-hmm. Like if you work on cars, you know other mechanics.
Right.
If you do hunting or whatever activity, there's a community associated with that activity. And I was talking the other day, I was in a sauna, and you know, like I'm like around 208 right now, and I'm 5'6", you know what I'm saying? So like I think about it though. I said, you know, short people all in stature always get, you know what I'm saying, the short end of the stick, for the lack of better words, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is that it's no different than a tall guy that can't shoot basketball. Mm-hmm. He got to be functional in some kind of way. They're gonna look at him and say, "Man, you 6'6", and you can't even dunk or whatever." Dude might play chess. He might do something else.
Right.
But like, this is about self-awareness.
Right.
I can't be 5'6", skinny, light voice, and you know, like and hairless, and have the same presence. You know what I'm saying? As if, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't look the way that I look now. I don't believe so. Because I think people they thrive off of their self-image to a degree. You have to, because it's part of your self-confidence. So the struggle is go in this gym every day and, you know what I'm saying, and maintain your body. Because when you short, you can also be wide and be the same height sideways as you are up and down. Because the risks are a whole lot different. You know what I'm saying? So, because you got to have some self-awareness. The people that won't pick a struggle lack having any type of self-awareness. Because somebody got to deal with you in some kind of way. What are you giving them to deal with? So
and you got to be more than a handful to deal with. And why you got to be a handful, and why I got to deal with that?
Why?
And why you think it's okay for me to deal with it?
Why?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
Man, you know when you know the word why?
It's never ending. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I hate it.
It's infinity.
It's you can put anything behind it.
Yeah.
You can put anything behind it, because that's why people say, well, what is your why?
Yeah.
But let me play this clip real quick from TDJ though. Let me see. Let's go. Well, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's like when what was that movie, A Few Good Men, when Jack Nicholson was sitting up there and he said, "You can't handle the truth." Generally speaking, most people can't handle the truth. They can't handle the full breakdown of you talking about things that are very, you know what I'm saying? Like they may be completely blind to.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much of a shock.
You know, I don't like the loaded question.
Loaded
You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna make me.
You're gonna make me.
You're gonna make me. No, you're gonna make me lie to you for your comfort. You know what I'm saying? So don't ask me a question if you really don't want an honest answer or assessment of me. Now, if you think that my words or anything I got going on, you hold them to a high regard, probably ask yourself if you already know the answer to your own question. Like he said, baby, do my butt look, or am I gaining enough weight? Yeah, like you know your fucking hips is wide.
If you got to
yeah, bruh. Hey man, you think I should wear this? If you gotta ask somebody, 9 times out of 10 that shit don't match. You got
better options.
You got better options. You know what I'm saying?
That's a better solution.
So don't ask me if you don't want it, because I'm just gonna try to keep it 100. I mean, if I lose you, I lose you. If I lose something for real, I feel like if I lose you, you wasn't for me in the first place. That's how confident I am in God and how in my whole faith into Him. Because what's for me is gonna be for me.
I would.
Now, if we get a divorce because I told you fat or whatever the case may be, maybe we were supposed to get a divorce, or maybe you wasn't never supposed to ask me this damn question.
Man, yeah, that might be it too. And again,
and if this one question made us get a divorce, then
you were just looking for something.
Yeah, you were just
looking for something.
Like you said, pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle.
If it wasn't this question, probably something else.
Yeah, because man, look, I was saying earlier, if you ask somebody to keep it 100 with you, that is a moment to moment question.
Right. Like at that time. Moment, at the time. Yeah.
And some situations require an immediate answer.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
So because it requires an immediate answer, you got different words that you would use for the moment.
Right.
But if something that requires long drawn out thought, your words are going to be different too.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
you're trying to find the right words,
kind of find the right words, and going back to that clip, I understand even more now why you gotta trust God. You just gotta trust, even if you don't trust Him direct, trust the people that trust Him too.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you don't believe, they believe.
Right.
And if they believe in you, that's good enough.
That should be.
Good enough.
Right.
So when you think of it that way, I understand even more why men have to talk to God. Everybody should, but because you, as a man, you're responsible for so many other people's, you know what I'm saying, emotions and feelings, people you ain't even related to, you know what I'm saying, and so that's the only person you could really keep it 100 with. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't even keep it completely 100 with a therapist. You can't really keep it completely 100 with everybody. Like everybody you kept it 100 with,
right.
ain't inclined to keep it 100 with you.
Right.
So because it's a utopian idea. It sounds good. It's a buzzword. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You said it's trendy.
It's just trendy.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Keep it 100 sounds good on music. You know what I'm saying? Just like you know, like people was talking about when Puffy started You Can Hate Me Now, and Puffy and Nas or whatever, and after that, everybody swear to God they had some haters. No, bro, you ain't got nobody that genuinely.
You're not doing enough to get hate.
Enough.
Yeah,
you don't know what real hate is.
Right.
Most people do not know what real hate is.
Right.
They just in the wrong conversations because they picking the wrong struggles.
Yeah, and motherfuckers don't even have to be hating. They could be just jealous. Look, man, you jealous of me, not hating on me.
Yeah, because we're not saying it ain't hate in the world. We're not saying that at all.
Right.
But sometimes you're trying to get validation from people that
really don't matter.
That don't matter.
For real.
Their opinions don't matter.
Right.
Like, man, if you
like, why do you care so much about this other person's
why do you
opinion?
want their approval?
Right.
Why their approval so important?
So important to you. Yeah.
Why?
Right. Yeah. Why?
Pick a struggle.
You gotta pick a struggle, man.
And after you pick your struggle, we always say it here, you got to make it make sense. Because you could choose your struggle. That's the first thing you gotta do.
Right.
Either way.
Right.
How do you make it make sense? What are you prepared to do to, you know what I'm saying, for the logic to actually benefit your understanding?
Right.
Because we know a lot of stuff that don't work for us.
Right.
We still, you know what I'm saying, put our time and our effort into it. You know what I'm saying? It's like those people that try to get a raise from a place that ain't promoted nobody or paid nobody more money in 5 years. What are you going to do to make yourself, you know what I'm saying, stand out and be more deserving, you know what I'm saying, of that? And because you got to separate yourself.
Yeah, you got to separate yourself for sure.
Because you can't be around struggling people and then complaining and be surprised that you struggle. Because
you got a struggling mindset. So a lot of times people don't even understand that. Let's say you got 10 people in the room. Let's say 9 of them broke. You're going to be the 10th?
You're going to be the 10th.
Your circle broke, so you're going to have broke ideas, broke thoughts, broke mindset, broke habits.
Picking the wrong struggles together.
Yeah, together. You see what I'm saying?
Collectively.
No one is outside, thinking outside the box, trying to achieve any goals, any new ideas, anything that's going to be beneficial or anything that can change their brokenness. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's pushing the conversation forward.
No, they not. They still just, they in the broke suit. They all in the pot together.
You call it the broke suit?
Yeah, the broke suit.
I like that.
Yeah, they in the pot together and they just stirring it up. You know, because misery loves company. If I'm miserable, I want you to be miserable. I don't know why it's like that, but shit, that's the universe.
Man, like,
you know what I'm saying? So
like-minded people, man.
Yeah.
Like-minded people is not just a term to say someone's better than other people.
Right.
That's the thing that a lot of people, depending on what struggle they pick, you hear somebody say something like that, and if you're on the broke mindset struggle,
you're in a broke mindset, you're gonna think negative.
You don't think negative. You are you like, oh, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, they think they better. No, you think that they better, and they are. That's the truth.
Just simply because of the way that they think.
Yeah.
Because mindset is what's tied to an outcome.
An outcome, Your
outcomes reflect your mindset.
Yeah.
Because a person that ain't never picked up a set of golf clubs is likely going to have a different opinion about golf being a boring sport because they want to be entertained, but they don't see
versus somebody that won a championship.
Versus somebody that actually won.
Yeah.
Or even participated. It's like I don't play card games like that, but there's some people that pay their bills playing poker.
Right.
So I can't take that chance. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have the mindset that poker player has. You know what I'm saying? And just because I don't have that mindset doesn't mean that person's not successful at what they do.
Right.
So a lot of broke-minded mindset people will make everything into a scam when they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Easy to demonize.
Right.
Easy to demonize.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things where You just gotta if you want different, you gotta do different. You gotta think different. You gotta be different. You gotta go out there on the limb. If ain't nobody else doing it, or you see somebody else doing it, ask them some questions. It's okay to ask questions because I don't know every fucking thing, and I'm not gonna be in a room full of people thinking I know it all. I'm gonna learn in that room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I got the gift of gab. I'm gonna talk to people. I'm gonna make them laugh. I'm gonna make them smile. Hell, I'm gonna get to know them. They're gonna get to know me, and then hell, we're gonna share some information that's gonna benefit both of them. You know, because the person with the money might just need a friend to talk to. Because if you think about it, there's a lot of rich people out here that don't have no family. Like they have a family, but they don't have a family. The kid call them by their first name. The damn wife is sleeping with the motherfucking the tennis coach,
everything,
the piano teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like then all you doing is just working your ass off, but you ain't really being a good. You're being a good provider, but you're not being a good husband or a dad because you're not there. You see what I'm saying? So then now these people don't see that. They see it that, oh, this guy's always at work. He's always this. The mindset is like, damn, if he's always at work, that's why all of this I can live. I can drive this nice car. I can go over here. I can do this because of his sacrifice. His sacrifice away from me can make me afford this. This lifestyle. But people don't think like that. They're more selfish. Why he ain't here right now? I want some dick right now. You feel me? He need to be here right now. So you know what? The pool guy out there, he looking real tasty. He's all the way across the country. Then I might just want to go ahead. But that's whole activity. She been a hoe all the time.
The whole time. Man.
The whole time he just married the hoe.
Man, look. This whole TV shows, documentaries.
The word promote hoe. And look at it, Instagram. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't see why Instagram is where it's at, but Instagram, the dopamine, it's dope. It's electronic dope.
I call it instant gratification.
But the gram is just that
nugget
that you just need to hit for, and the hit is the attention. Because the chick, there's a whole bunch of chicks that follow the same whole behavior. They go get their hair done, but why I see your ass if you trying to show me your hair? But you don't want me to speak on your ass. You just want me to look at your hair, but you promoting your ass, not your hair. I got my feet done, but I gotta look at your ass. I got my nails done, but I'm looking at your ass. You know what I'm saying? I got this new bag, but you turn around and got an ass shot out there.
I like what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Because
what you promoting?
Because you're promoting your own objectification that you swear you can't stand.
Right.
But the subject is supposed to be your hair, nails, or whatever.
Right.
But you're giving us what you want us to look at.
Right.
Versus what you're saying.
Right. It's not the same.
Yeah.
And then when you can't even compliment that. Now I'm thirsty. Bitch, you done showed me 33 pictures of your ass.
What else is we talk about? What you think we're gonna talk about?
Yeah, my mouth watering. Bitch, you showed me that.
If you look at a bunch of cars, like you're a car guy.
Right.
You look at a bunch of cars and somebody has I don't know, maybe a 1970 Chevelle that they're talking about. You're interested in getting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna call
72 Chevelle.
72. It's at 72 Prime.
Like
Prime 2.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna call or message them talking about the windshields.
Mm-mm.
You're not gonna ask them about the mirrors.
Mm-mm.
Because you want to know more about the car as a whole.
Right. I can give me some new windshields. I give me a new mirror.
And a lot of I know a lot of women hate when men use cars, you know what I'm saying, to compare to what women are trying to display to us. But you got to speak our language too.
Right.
If you like when you marketing, right? Don't you have to know who you selling stuff to?
Yeah, a target audience. You want the likes. You don't care where they come from, or
it's amazing how all of that understanding right there goes out the window.
Yeah, sure.
Over social media.
Yeah.
Over the internet. Yeah. All of that same logic that applies to everything else.
Yeah.
If you want the best steak, you don't go to a place that sells chicken.
No, I'm not going to the chicken spot.
Somebody lying.
Yeah.
Somebody lying about why.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they displaying certain parts of themselves or whatever.
It's insecurity, man.
It's all
at the end of the day, it's insecurity. It's like if you gotta have
attention.
1,000 motherfuckers like your picture for your booty shot that you don't really have no ass, but it's suited up on the counter, and you got the right angle, and you got baby oil leaking off of it. Then of course somebody gonna like it. That don't mean anything else, but I'm gonna like that motherfucker.
Pick a struggle.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. You don't want me to like it, then don't put it out there.
Yeah, like if you don't want to have, you know what I'm saying, random.
If I don't want to be bullied on cyber on the internet, I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah, like for real. You know, like before COVID, when people really dedicated a lot of time to their nightlife activities, going out and everything, you went out for the same attention that people give online.
Yes, absolutely, 1,000%.
The attention that you get online is the simulated idea that this many people are waiting to engage with you on a regular basis.
Right. I'm gonna put this G-string wet napkin on, and I want a motherfucker to look at me. But you know what I'm saying? And then the motherfucker look at you or say something. Now you being a bitch. You don't have to be a bitch. Why you wear it then?
And then you come outside in pajama pants in a bonnet, and then
no one look at you.
And no one look at you. And then if they do look at you, you don't want the attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get right back online, dress up, and then dance and whatever you do for attention on social media. It's like confusing.
Very.
It's so confusing.
Very.
Like those are multiple struggles that people have to pick right there.
Very.
And to me, that's a like I'm starting to call stuff mental illnesses. I don't care what it is. Like if you can't pick a struggle, you got a mental illness.
The mental illness to me too is both ways. It's even the people that
give it the
no. I was going to say,
what
like the ones that want to do it,
mm-hmm.
but don't do it. You see what I'm saying? They want to show their ass.
Give me.
But they don't show their ass online.
Mm-hmm.
However, they still do whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They just don't put their ass online.
They got some decorum. They pick a struggle though.
I mean, I get it.
That is picking a struggle though, because you can.
But they want the attention. You see what I'm saying? They want the same attention from a motherfucker that show their ass.
It ain't nothing but attention too.
Yeah.
That's the point.
You get the wrong attention. What you do with that?
That's what I was about to say though.
What you do with that wrong attention?
When we going back to like the pre-COVID days when people would go out to socialize and mingle. The thing that was keep us from going to certain places is safety reasons.
And I was about to speak on safety.
So like you can't be shocked when your life is in a certain degree of danger when you go to the environment where the danger is most likely.
Right. You first of all, you can waste it. You butt ass naked, damn that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Damn that naked. You go in that bitch commando
with the wrong shoes on.
Wrong shoes, okay.
With some unreliable people.
You don't really you going out with people that don't like you.
They already drunk and they don't like you.
Yeah, now all y'all drunk as hell.
Because y'all
now some danger around the corner.
Because you went out for vanity reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because she pretty, she can come with us.
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, you in a movie because you and your girls went out.
Yeah, and now
they got too drunk and nobody can drive.
Right.
Somebody got kidnapped.
Yeah.
There's a car accident.
Yeah.
And somebody
There's
died.
a whole lot of shit.
And they trying to figure out what sin is.
Yeah. Where's she at? Oh my goodness.
Man, there's a show on HBO called I don't know if it's still on. It's called Big Little Lies. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but it's about this group of women, and some of them are mothers, some of them divorced, widest demographic possible.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the ladies had an abusive husband, and the other ladies were around when the abusive husband was attacking his wife. One of the characters, played by Zoe Kravitz, gets involved, pushes the man down the steps, I believe. Anyway, he died.
Mm.
Everybody came to an agreement to get their story together before they called the police.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe wasn't blamed for it. You know, I think the lady's husband. I think the wife of the husband took responsibility for it legally for the sake of the investigation because it's much easier.
Right. His drunk ass tried to whoop me out and duck. He swung
something like that.
Downstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, she took it like a champ, but the whole show is based off of the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong connection.
Something big happened. Something with those little lies.
With those little lies that led up to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it gets a whole lot of people involved. And of course, you know what I'm saying, that with that being the plot of the show, nothing sticks when you got that many people trying to hold on to the same lie. Unless you the US government. Yeah. Because even then you find out the truth. It's like, what you gonna do? Yeah, you can't even do You can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's not like that. But generally speaking, most people want attention and they don't care where it comes from. The people that we're talking about anyway, the ones that can't pick a struggle, or that's just what it boils down to. If you get the wrong attention because you're not picking the right struggles, it's just what it is. And I believe most people that function that way generally sexually undisciplined. Yeah, they confused. They running around here trying to connect to people that they feel make them whole or validate their existence, and you're gonna run into a lot of issues. You know what I'm saying? Because you have an identity crisis.
Yeah, but what TD Jake said? He said, if you keep it 100 and you tell your boss that you don't like them and this, that, and the third, you're gonna get fired. But a lot of these people that we talking about, they work a job that they hate. You know what I'm saying? So they in the mindset. I used to work at this place, and we used to carpool. And majority of the trip there, it's first thing in the morning. People talking about the job, how much they hate it. But they get up every morning and drive it. That shit was killing my shit. I hate complaints. So I'm like, hey man, can y'all please be quiet? Matter of fact, y'all can continue to talk about it. Just don't ask me about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. If it ain't positive, I don't want to hear that shit. Cause y'all not changing shit. Y'all just festering up this shit, and then y'all gotta go to work
and take this and then on everybody else.
Yeah, this energy is it's in the room. You feel me? So I put my headphones on. I go to work. I did this shit for like 4 years. I'm like struggling. Like, one time it was just like, I can't do this shit no more. I got to do something else because my mental was just getting drained because and some of the people are still there, still miserable. I can't be around you if you're miserable.
I can't be around.
I can't do it. Life too short to be miserable.
Man, I
find your fucking happiness, man.
Bruh, I shut down around miserable. Yeah. When I'm in a situation where I can't negotiate
or fix or
I have to be there.
Yeah.
If I have to be there and function, I can do it because I can operate around people. But everybody can't do that. Right. And the ones that can't are generally the people that complain and never have any solution. They got a list of complaints.
Right. All the problems in the world.
And then you ask them, well, give me 3 ways to solve this problem.
No problem solved. No critical thinking.
No critical thinking. And the first thing they're going to do, or they're going to go, so the first answer they probably going to give you is going to be some extreme overcorrection.
Right. And every answer that you give them, they got a question or a problem for you.
Because they don't want an answer.
They don't want an answer.
Some people just want the ability to complain out loud. Yeah. About their own life, not make any changes, and then blame everybody else for not feeling the way that they feel.
You know what? We just figured this out. It's called the internet.
Yeah. Let's just call it.
Let's call it the internet.
Man, it's so much like the victimhood mentality that people have. There's a weird sense of entitlement that makes me, I'm not overly concerned, but I do know one thing. Personal safety, depending on where you live, is going to be different from place to place. You know what I'm saying? Places where you've been generally safe before.
Man, I feel like that's
I think I want to be safe. I want to be safe, man. Like I don't need nobody else's complaining and bad attitude manifest into something else.
Something crazy, yeah.
Because like this TV shows dedicated to people losing their shit.
Right.
Like I was on Hulu the other day, and they got like this little mini binge series called like a Customer Wars.
Okay.
And they've been talking about post-pandemic, you know what I'm saying, retail shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Crime has gone up, and shoplifting and a whole bunch of other stuff, and people not vibing the right way. Every time they show some sort of violent situation that went on at a food place, it was Subway, McDonald's, and Waffle House. Patterns. And if it wasn't there, it was Walmart. It was people stealing fashion stuff, you know, clothes. I'm like, what do people care about anymore?
Well, that's what I'm saying. People care about the fake shit, the shit that you can't. Man, at the end of the day, if you ain't trying to get into heaven, you living wrong. So you can't take none of this nice car that you pay $1,200 a month for into the motherfucking into the gates. You can't bring this nice big old house that you got because you worked hard. Congratulations, you worked hard.
Cool. You got a company.
You got a big old house, but you miserable in the inside. It's still not making you happy. It's still stressing you the fuck out.
Yep.
Because now your rent or your mortgage $4,000.
Because money ain't gonna change none of that.
No. You gotta find what's your happiness, what's your joy. Then you can be. If you this what I'm on. I'm on a journey where I want to find my inner peace with the basic necessities. If I can't be happy with that shit, I would never be happy.
Nothing. If you can't be happy with the bare minimum,
if
you can't be happy with whatever your minimum is. I used to say, you get to choose your lowest point.
Right.
Nobody decides your lowest point
except for you.
Right. And what you willing to accept.
Yeah.
And what you willing to accept is gonna mirror the respect that you get around. You know what I'm saying, when you deal with people. If you at the lowest of the low and you disrespectful, you're gonna still have to deal with a lot of disrespectful people.
Right.
But if you at your lowest point and you mean well to people.
Right.
Well-meaning people will help you.
Right. It's very simple. What you put out,
it's coming back.
It's what you get.
It's coming back.
Yeah. Like so if you fine or if you ugly and you got a bitch mindset, or you feel like you can just say whatever you want to say and be a bitch to be into anybody and any place, then guess what?
Expect
that bitch
nothing.
Activity coming back to you.
Look, and that's the funny part.
There's a bigger, badder bitch out there.
Man, look, that's the funny part right there, right?
If you gangster and you want to shoot guns,
somebody gonna shoot.
And shoot somebody's house up. Why you don't think your house gets shut up?
Man, look, why you don't think your life is in jeopardy?
Right.
If you moving like that.
Yeah.
Like I always say this, man. I feel like women project and men reflect. And what I mean is that we only give, because like men in general are generous. Men that are well-meaning and of service, we try to give all the time, right? When the giving stops in some kind of way, it's because we're not being respected.
Right.
And then when the lack of respect comes in, then there's going to be a lack of display of appreciation. Doesn't mean you don't appreciate it.
But I'm gonna dial this back.
Yeah,
I got
because you know what I'm saying. Just like he said, like TDJ said, keep it in 100. The dialing it back is the indicator.
Right. I'm gonna give him back to you what you giving me. So I want to keep it 100, but you only give me 62.
So
I gotta give you 62.
So I'm gonna act accordingly.
Right.
Because I love you though.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you every single thing. I'm not gonna react and then project and then tell you everything that you're doing right then and there, because you need to be able to sit with yourself and say, man, that's a different type of reaction than I'm used to. And what am I doing?
Yeah, people
they don't say that part.
They don't look to
They don't no.
They don't try to get better. They want to say that the other person is the problem.
They want to say that the other person is the problem. And somebody, the person that cares about the entire situation, has to look, can't make the same emotional adjustment the same way the other person can. Somebody has to adjust. Both people have to adjust in order for it to work.
Right. But initially somebody got to adjust so it can go a different way.
Correct. Because like in this situation, we're gonna talk about the provider and the recipient of provision, right? The recipient of provision is there to be the help, to be, you know what I'm saying, the person that inspires, because the person that provides already knows how to provide, knows how, has skill, brings, you know what I'm saying, they resources, they intellect and all that stuff to the discussion, to the fight, right? And to the struggle.
Right.
We both picking struggles together.
Right.
So obstacles are gonna always present themselves. The thing that stifles provision is the recipient of provision complaining more than inspiring. Yeah. That's why, like, when you was talking about like driving, prime example, right? You in the car, y'all carpooling. You don't mind working with these people because you can turn it off, you know, turn it on, turn it off. The only thing that you ask is to not have your peace compromised. And what does peace mean? It means not having your
we can talk about anything.
Don't violate my mental space. Peace.
Right. Why we gotta talk about this at 6 o'clock in the morning? You know what I'm saying? Why are we so negative at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Man, remember we used to be at PT formation, and like it's Monday or Tuesday, and people already like whispering at 6 in the morning when you're supposed to be listening for information, right? It's like, or you're already mad, or whatever mood you in. Why are you in the mood that you in right now? Because varying moods, you know what I'm saying, occur. But there can't be enough going on that time of morning for you to be that mad.
Right.
It can't be.
Right.
You just and
if that is the case,
you need therapy.
Yeah, go seek some help.
Go get some help.
Yeah.
Go tell it on the mountain, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go be angry outside by yourself and find some place to go scream or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Just you can. No one's saying that you can't be angry. Be angry or whatever the case.
Don't put it on other people,
but don't project it on nobody else. Or just find out what's going on and how to deal with it better.
Yeah,
because sometimes you don't even know what's going on. You got all this shit going on. You're overwhelmed, really, and the stress is good and bad. But it's bad stress that's going to take you out. The good stress, not so much, because it's called life. And as long as you continue to stay positive, the bad day that you thought you had, you overcame that. So God's seen you through that. So it ain't really that bad. It's just up here in your mental.
It's all up.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to change your mindset. And your mindset should be a positive, refreshing idea every morning. How can I be of service to other people? How can I make somebody else's day better? And instead of how can somebody make my day better, how can you be the change that you're looking for? You start with yourself, then everything else will trickle down. But first, you got to start with yourself on how you can make somebody else happy. Then internally, you might find your happiness.
Man, we all got these same problems.
Right,
right. Maybe not necessarily at the same time.
At the same time, right.
Sometimes we have been in different stages of our life. Like you might have problems now that I had when I was younger than you.
Right.
And I might have problems, you know what I'm saying, now that you already overcame despite age.
Right.
Experience and traveling and stuff.
Right.
One of the things I can say, man, like, because we all have relatable problems. One of the things I can say as a provider that I'm happy about, that gives me peace, is that I don't have to rely on my wife to make up for what I'm dealing with, because that's the part where the struggle spills over in the wrong way. And meaning that I don't want to make her obligated to do the things that I know are in my lane to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Because that erodes confidence, that erodes a lot of stuff. So stuff just ain't happening on my time sometimes.
Right. And be patient.
And I gotta be patient and
right.
adjust. So it takes a lot of time for me to settle with
Mm-hmm.
that. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side, if you're not responsible for, like, you got to complain within your lane of responsibility. Like if you got to, like, if a UPS driver comes by and you don't like the way that the driver uniform look or have to get off, you ain't on that truck.
Why you care?
Why you care? Why you care?
Oh, matter of fact, don't even care. No, I don't even want to answer. If you care so much, how about you go work for UPS? Then you can make some uniform changes.
Thanks.
Put it in the suggestion box at your local UPS home, human resource department.
Man, look, it's so many ways.
Look, so many ways.
Look, so many ways. You can probably ask the driver.
Right.
I'll tell you where to go fill it out.
Yeah,
Give you an employee referral out there or something. Because everything got a referral now.
Yeah.
But
and then hold on, to piggyback off what you said earlier about like the provider, and so I want to say it like this. You know, a lot of times back in the day, people used to have kids or start families and shit with a business mindset, entrepreneurship, or farming or anything like that. You know, so I had kids, so my kids can work for the farm, for the family farm.
Oh yeah. That's
what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Now we just have kids and then we just give them all this shit. They ain't earned nothing. So that's where the entitlement comes from. Just because I want you to have more shit than I have, then I'm gonna break my back and spoil your ass, and you ain't really worth for nothing. So then now, when little Latrell is motherfucking asking for a PS5 and his favorite color is soda, then that's a fucking problem. You see what I'm saying? You just giving him some shit just so you can go to work. He can be out your hair. The motherfucker got the best dressed uniform first day of class, but he dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
So we just gotta understand that we gotta raise our kids in a way better format. We gotta the spoiling the rod and spoiling the child. All of that shit is like for real, bro. Like these motherfuckers just don't have no sense of work ethic. They just think that they wake up, money growing trees, and I'm gonna got them get whatever because that's my mom and that's my dad. And that's not how it goes. You got to get these kids ready for the world because one day mom and dad is not going to be here. So Latrell Sr. might get locked up. Latrell Sr. might croak over. Now what little Latrell going to do? You feel me? Now his whole world that he used to be gifted to or given to, then guess what he's going to do? He's going to turn into drugs and alcohol, and he don't know how to process this shit no more. He gonna rob and steal and do all this other shit. I've seen it already, firsthand.
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
And
hold on, my little cousin was like 10 years old. I've seen this little dude. He get $1,000 at 10 years old. Just because of his birthday.
What are you gonna do with that?
I mean, just $100 on $100 and $100 on cake. No candle, just $100 bill rolled up in the cake. So this guy was spoiled all his life. Now he never had a job. Feel me? So then now he doesn't have a job. Now he feels like he's supposed to be entitled to these nice things. So I guess I'm gonna sell me some dope because I can't work and get this stuff that I used to get. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm selling dope. Now I'm in and out of jail. You see what I'm saying? Then now all because he was spoiled. No one taught him how to work. For his stuff that he liked. You know what I'm saying? So the behavior was already there. It was already, these people already just, these parents already projecting them to be on first 48. These kids gonna be on first 48, man. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time because other kids gonna have they parent situation might be totally different. The mom and dad might not even be together. The dad out the house, he's raised by a single mom. She got them hate the dad, so she's projecting this negative energy onto him. he felt like fuck my daddy, but the daddy wanted to be there, but the dad can't get her because the mom is tripping, and then now he's so confused he go rob and kill somebody by accident or some shit. You feel me?
She projects and he goes in the world and reflects.
Man, I don't know, man.
Look, that's what I'm saying. It's like men are naturally, human beings in general provide something. We reflect our environments. So like that's why when you can watch somebody's behavior, you can take a couple different guesses and figure out how they was raised.
Right.
Because like you a unique person. Like I've known you for it's definitely been over 10 years. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
I don't have no exact date and time, but I know it's been at least a decade.
Right, at least 10.
Because we was in uniform together.
Mm-hmm.
Not even in the same, units and shit like that. But,
mm-hmm.
but when you think back that far and thinking about what I didn't know your story until,
Yeah. I mean,
it ain't nothing that you just walk around with.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you, Vic, man, this shit
Tell me about the struggles you had to pick. What's the most important struggle you had to pick?
My struggle was early on. Like I had, since I lost my mom, at the age and shit, and my dad ain't there. So my struggle was just how to deal with those mama jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Growing up, and then like if I do something to you, then I'm gonna be in trouble. So I had to really, at an early age, channel
that's a big
fucking thoughts into wanting to do something to you so you can feel this pain that I feel, or I can just, you know what, them words ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah,
it's the action. As long as you don't put your hands on me, and we good to go. You feel me?
It take a lot to learn that.
And I had to do that shit. 5, 6 years old, 7, 8 years old, like. That shit was real tough.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I mean, survival was more than anything because I had to raise other I gotta raise other people. Like I got 2 little brothers and I had to raise them. And not having no parents.
You had to grow up so fast.
Yeah, I was like,
because that's adult stuff that
for sure.
That people don't get, like not reacting to every single thing. Everything doesn't deserve acknowledgement.
Right, but this is how I found out.
Yeah, how did you figure it out? Though?
So somebody said something about my mom. I really didn't like it. People already knew about my situation. So somebody said something and everybody started laughing, but some people that really hey, that shit ain't funny. Why you think that shit is funny? And why you think that shit is smooth to say? So I just turned around and I tell you, I hit that motherfucker so hard. I hit him so hard because I was angry, trying to figure out why I had to go through this situation. Mm-hmm. Why I don't got no parents? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I hit him with everything I got. Bam, fell down the stairs. He got I don't know what's going on. He got concussion, got bruise on his eyes, some shit like that. So his parents come and they want to press charges, but the people, we was at church. so we had like Bible study. We had church. You feel me? So yeah. the people at the church was like, look, this young man is going through this, and this, and this. He already kind of knew about it. So it's really his fault that he's in this situation. So they ain't personal charges, but right then and there, I had to sit there, don't say nothing, and really just listen to both sides while I'm in the room.
Taking it
all in, like, damn, if I go this route, if I hit somebody else like this, they might not be so understanding and might just try to press some charges or whatever the case may be. And then, I'm gonna be more in a different situation than I'm already in. So that's the struggle. Just try to survive and just continue to elevate and try to like make my people proud. You feel me? At an early age.
Yeah.
So that's what if I ain't never had that, and like the police and shit, if they wouldn't have came or whatever, then it wouldn't have been like,
man.
So I mean, where I'm at right now, but it just early on. That's what started it for me, man.
Bro, how old were you when that happened?
Like I said, man, like shit, like 8, 7, 8.
So yeah, like at 8 years old, realizing the consequences of your own action, though emotionally valid.
Yeah,
because
I had to learn how to control my emotions.
Yeah, because some people need to catch the smoke.
Right, but
but you can't be the one.
But nah, this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. If I would have hit him and he would have hit his head and he would have died,
whole nother situation.
Now I'm a murderer. They don't give a fuck about what happened or why I did or different that. And so I'm like, you know what? For me to get out that situation and stay out that situation, I gotta control my emotion. I have to have a sound mind. I have to think. Yeah. I have to be in the moment and just think 2 steps ahead, like the future. But I still gotta be in the moment, like, you know what, if I do this at the real fast though, you feel me? So that's how I be moving. And I don't wish no harm or no danger. Just don't come fuck with me.
Leave me alone.
Just leave me all the way alone.
Leave me alone, man.
Just leave me all the way alone. I'm cool.
Like I understand.
I've been through enough. I don't want to add to yours. Please don't add to mine. Like, we straight.
Yeah. I like it outside.
Yeah. I only want to go outside.
I just want to go outside. I like the option.
Yeah, I just don't want to be. I don't
need my freedom.
I don't need to be. I'm not an animal, no. So I'm not going to be treated as such. So yeah, that's one of my biggest struggles.
I think the major struggle is making people see your point of views without saying shit. Mm-hmm. Because everything don't warrant a response.
Yeah, and everything don't need to be violent.
No, it don't. And because whether you have a violent moment, you still gonna have some time on the other side of the process.
To process it, yeah.
So I'm fixing to give the time that I will give to myself. Right now.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, because if you do something violent, you will end up being isolated anyway. Mm-hmm. Even if you're free, you're gonna be isolated. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be by yourself anyway. You're gonna be quiet anyway. Mm-hmm. Let me just give that distance in silence right now in place of action. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And let me go put my energy into something else that's a little bit more fruitful. Because acting on emotion does not help anybody. Mm-mm. Man, there's too many TV shows dedicated to people who have made emotional decisions and found some of the most far-reaching ways to justify, you know what I'm saying, why they had to resort to violence in most cases. And you don't get them lessons. Like, you getting that lesson without any parents, it's like, man, you were in the matrix at that point, because the fastest way to get into the matrix is to be with the wrong woman, mm-hmm. or to do something that involves bringing the police out. Mm-hmm. Then that's when you know that you mm-hmm. this far away from your identity being used, you know what I'm saying, for somebody else's benefit, mm-hmm. because you would have been a poster child.
Then another one, when I joined the military.
Oh man,
I joined the military, and another struggle was I'm in the back of a police car in basic training. I'm like, God.
Basic.
Yeah, my nigga. Like, I ain't even speak too much on, but like I can't.
Talk about what
I can't. So in basic training, you know, we had 3 floors. Mm-hmm. On the first floor it was the women. The second floor was like Bravo, and second floor, and then the third floor was like Charlie. Mm-hmm. So Charlie and Bravo was here. So I was in Bravo, so I would go upstairs with my homeboys, and we'd catch somebody slipping, and if they about to get in the shower, we'll grab them. and bring them downstairs because we were like Russell. We had
You gotta clarify.
Yeah. He's vulnerable trying to get into the shower. Like he got his little slippers on. He got his toiletry.
Was it just like platoon rivalry type stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we young. So the time I joined, I'm 18, 19. Mm-hmm. So we had to like take the mattress and put all the mattress in the middle of the total line, the little with the drill song.
Yeah.
So we had mattresses there, and we would wrestle. We'll go get them. So their homeboys. Oh, what such and such. Oh shit, we gotta go get them. So they go get their homeboys. We be ready for them.
So y'all just having like
it's fake beef.
Fake beef.
Yeah, right, yeah. But we got so much energy. Yeah, we gotta go work march. But shit, we 18. We gotta do something. Yeah. So we just playing around. For real.
Understood.
And so one day, one time we got him. And he was waiting. He was tired. We tied him up. He tied his feet up. But he can get out. It wasn't like he's getting kidnapped. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. So one person watching him, and we just waiting on his people to come. But the people didn't come. The drill song came back. So now we got the dude tied up, and I'm watching them, waiting on some others. They don't know what's going on, so they thought it was something else. So they had called the police, and
escalates quickly.
Yeah, it went from just having some fun to now they trying to say I was like the ringleader and all this other shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. I take it on the chin. I ain't gonna say nothing because that's not the truth. And no, y'all clearly don't want to hear the truth. So now I'm in the back of the police car, about to be charged with some bullshit. But I seen the drill song in the MP. They were talking whenever they asked me what's going on. I told them what it was, this, that, and the third. And they had got me out. They sat me on the curb, and I still got the cuffs on. But they were trying to teach me a lesson. I seen them laughing and shit. Mm-hmm. So then they said, you know what? I'm if you get in trouble anytime, another time before you graduate, you're gonna have to restart the whole cycle. Yeah. I'm like, damn, reclass, recycle, whatever. So I'm like, damn, now my partner's already about to get to the unit and shit. So I need to be with them. Like some of them might be, I might be in the same unit with them. And then anyway, that was the story there. But again, like I gotta stop playing. Now I gotta be all the way grown. It's no kid in me. It will be big ass misunderstanding.
I'm glad you got to that part, the lesson from it, the bigger lesson.
Right.
Because like when you was young, it was like, okay, I gotta control my emotions and I can't take every word that people say so personal.
Right.
I can't personalize.
I can't personally. They don't know me personally.
They don't know you personally, so you can't personalize every single thing that they say.
Right.
And even if they do know you personally, you still got to pick a struggle.
I still got to pick because how far do I want to take it?
How far you want to take it?
Yeah.
Like, and
if I ain't about to die or go to jail, I need to leave it alone.
So you had to do a whole lot of critical thinking,
right?
That a lot of people didn't learn even by the time that he was 28. And then you get another culture shock, which is roughly about 10 years removed from the first time when you was a kid to now you a young adult. You haven't really had that much supervision in general.
Right.
And now you learning it again in another supervised, controlled environment that they're like you can't play. Like some people are just on a path in life that you can just tell they're chosen because you ain't afforded the opportunity to do the same thing that you see somebody else do and not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
Like a lot of people do not recognize that early. They see somebody, they think that they getting over on or winning, and you go try the same thing in front of the same people, and now you got handcuffs on.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Yeah. And then you just realize that's not for me.
That's not
my path. That's not my way.
That's not.
And you can't deal with problems the same way everybody else deals with problems. You just simply can't. And they're meant to be, I believe, There are more people in the world that have a lack of something for a reason that's more concerning about balance, because there's going to be somebody to come along with a story from their own journey that gives clarity to somebody else's journey. You know what I'm saying? It gives them a chance to either I need to change my ways, or I need to do this, I need to do that. These are the adjustments I need to make.
Right.
Because I got away with a lot of stuff and this person didn't get away with it.
Right. And then on the flip side, it's like people like, hey, why you don't have no kids? I'm gonna tell you why I don't have no kids. So, like I said, I lost my parents at 4. I'm living with my auntie at 5, 4 or 5. 6 years old, we get adopted. So I got 2 little brothers, I got an older brother, and I got an older sister. I just met my older sister. My older brother was supposed to be there. However, he older, he dealing with losing parents in a different way. So I need to be taking care of these 2 because he's now in juvenile hall. So now I got a little brother that like need milk and Pampers and shit like that. But I'm only 6, 7, 8 years old. I gotta change his diaper. I gotta mix the formula and the water together. Then I gotta heat up the water. I gotta make the bottle, put it in the water. You feel me? I gotta take it off the stove, dump the water, turn off the stove. I gotta test the milk.
You 6.
Yeah, I gotta test the milk on my wrist to make sure it's not hot enough. You know what I'm saying? So I can feed my little brother. I gotta change his diaper. I gotta be his dad. You see what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do this shit. If ain't nobody else gonna do it, who gonna do it? Mm-hmm. Not only that, that's just for my brother, but I got brothers and sisters that's foster. You see what I'm saying? And they young. And I gotta do that. I gotta repeat this.
You
2, 3. Man, I ain't crazy. You see what I'm saying? I gotta do this shit. Now the foster people is motherfucking getting drunk, gambling and shit like that. So I'm shit. All the wrong shit I've been know how to do. I just had to find a way to do the right shit in the midst of all this shit. You feel me? It's a whole lot of shit that I don't want to deal with that shit ever again. I don't want no kids to do that. I already did it.
Once you have that
multiple times,
bro. Once you had that experience, you get to say, no, I'm cool.
Right.
And you had it so young, that you knew.
Yeah.
Later on, like, yeah, I'm cool on that.
Right.
I'm so cool on that. Like,
right.
You know the ideal conditions that you wish you would have had, but what you wish you would have had is only based on what you already understand anyway.
I'm thinking this shit is normal.
Yeah, because of the way it came at you. Like,
not until later on, like for me to just open up and just talk about some shit is a form of therapy, but at the end of the day, I'm just now noticing that it ain't normal. Then I gotta let other people know that this is why I am who I am.
Yeah.
And these are why I think how I think. I move the way I move. I don't know how to do all that other shit y'all know how to do. Y'all think it's a game. I don't think life is a game.
Yep.
Not one fucking second.
It's some things that like where I get down to, I've been saying this a lot more. Rather than disagree with people, I just tell them I can't relate.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody hear your story,
right.
Whoever you are,
yeah,
you being very, very subjective. Generally speaking, somebody hear what your opinions are on something, and they choose how they think about you based off what you say.
But they don't even know who I am and what I've been through.
So they really just can't relate.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong for my personal experience.
Right.
Is really entitled for the other person to try to make you understand what they understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're not asking.
Yeah.
Especially when I don't walk around saying, hey, make me comfortable with my past experiences that you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You don't know my triggers. You don't know any, you know what I'm saying, any of the things that drive me, that make me say some of the things that I say, that make me respond, you know what I'm saying, to whatever your triggers are. You know what I'm saying? So your triggers, your responsibility. And I've grown like to the point where, like, if it ain't a life or death situation, I keep it to myself till it makes sense. Because giving somebody else your questions, and you see them with their own problems, and you like, no, I don't know. These are mine for my own reasons. They're meant for me to understand when it's time for me to understand them. And I believe that the things that we experience in life that would be hard to process, like, we meant to do them alone until we got a story of overcoming it. If you can't overcome it and it's defeating you, go to therapy. Like, that's usually been my solitude. Like, I haven't had something that I have, like, we all got something that we struggle with in some kind of way. People struggle, right? And most of the struggle is the words not coming to you to explain and manifest, you know what I'm saying, that you're actually understanding what you went through. Because if you understood why you was going through certain things or why you experienced certain things, it'll be more closely aligned with your purpose. If you got a purpose,
right.
Everything that you went through makes your purpose more valid. Like what you do, like the work with the homeless and the disenfranchised, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go out of your way because you know that those conditions were this far away from you.
Right.
At some point in your life, from the point where you were 6 years old, checking the temperature on the milk to feed and care for your brothers and your other siblings in the foster system, to even to the story of you being in the military. You know what I'm saying? You have carried with you service to others, and that's been the purpose of your life. So the things that have occurred, good, bad, and different, are part of the story.
Right.
But if you don't have no purpose,
or if you ain't chasing them, understand.
If you ain't aligned with what your purpose is supposed to be, let me say that, because everybody got a purpose.
Everybody, yeah.
But if you're not aligned with it, every time something happens, you're gonna fail the test, because you're gonna make it about you. Yeah, something bad can happen to you. Got it. Overcome that shit. Pack it up. Move the fuck on. Teach somebody else. Help move on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But woe is me. Why do people always feel like they can do this to me, and everything keeps coming back to me, I.
You trying to choose victim.
You gonna wake up and you ain't gonna do nothing but complain. You ain't gonna do nothing but document complaints. And you're gonna walk through the world fearful and think everybody's trying to get something from you in some kind of way. Versus saying,
walking through there fearless.
Oh man, being fearless and knowing that those obstacles are out there.
And I'm ready to tackle them.
And I deal with it as it comes.
I deal with it.
Yeah. So and when you get by yourself like that, it's a way different picture of the world and where you see yourself. And that's what a peace really, really is that knowing that there's something going on out there that I can't control, I can't see, but when it comes my way, I've already overcome so much adversity that
this ain't gonna be shit.
Check the block.
Right.
Let me get another. Pick a struggle.
Yeah, you got to pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle.
You can't be a victim all the time, man. You got to be a survivor. You got to understand that, you know what?
You got to go on the offensive.
I already been there. You can't play defense. You got to play offense.
You got to play offense. And,
you know,
and that's why, like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, I think that's the number one attribute of having an entrepreneur spirit, is that you have to be on the offense. You ain't done. There's always something to do. There's literally always something to do, especially if your spirit is telling you got something greater in store, or something's greater in store for the effort that you put in. You never stop working. Your mind never stops thinking about it.
But you don't even worry about it.
You don't worry about it.
You don't worry about what's going to be in store. You just already know that whatever it is, I can overcome it.
And I'm about to meet my own destiny.
Right. I'm manifesting.
I'm manifesting shit because, like, there's a way different mindset that goes with being of service versus saying somebody need to do something for me.
Yeah.
Or you don't do this for me.
Right.
Or all those people do complain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't like that selfish mindset.
It's so selfish.
And check this out. I don't know why I'm like this, but since I told you I opened the curtain, peeled the curtain back, and let you in. So from the beginning of the time, if I had $10, you had $5. You see what I'm saying? If I had $5, you got $2.50. Like if I'm with somebody,
you giving it up. I'm
giving it up. You don't have to ask me if we gonna be, but I can't be around people that don't think like that. Like the guy that want to keep his money in his pocket, but you know I'm fucked up and you know I ain't supposed to be out here, but I'm only out here because of you. But you want to go ahead and buy me drinks like I'm a hoe. Why you can't give me my money before we leave the house? Give me hey, look, bro, get this. Hey, look, you know I'm fucked up. Let me hold my 100.
Yeah.
I pay you back, but let me hold it. Let me pay for my way in. Let me, I mean, don't try to hold me, man.
That is some that's a transaction.
I despise that shit.
Yeah. That's
so I always was on the passenger or in the back seat of the car. So now when I'm driving my own car, I know how to move. Man, empower these people that has less than you. Make sure that we all equal. They don't know who got all the money.
You don't know who the boss is.
You don't know who the boss is, type shit. So that's how I move. In my mindset is triggering because you see a lot of people that allegedly they have all this money and all this game and all this shit, and they think they life is this and that, but they really lacking something, and it ain't shit that money can buy. You see what I'm saying?
Man, look, I said you probably see me posted. It's like, man, you can only have the relationships that you can afford, and it has nothing to do with money. It's about your personal accountability. It's about your behavior is what affords you quality outcomes. Period. If you can do some negligent behavior to, you know what I'm saying, maybe get some attention. That's most times what it is too. Yeah. Like we were talking earlier about IG. You have to do some unbecoming things to just get some kind of attention, right? Well, some people believe they do.
Right.
Versus there are people that work underground, don't care about anybody else's perception of what they think they should be doing, which is the same as the people that's trying to get any attention by negative means or whatever. But eventually somebody's going to have a different type of outcome based on the work they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you familiar with who Brittany Renner is, right? Well, you know, she was the poster child for, you know what I'm saying, promiscuous women for a very, very long, solid time when it came down to social media. You know, other personalities that would probably be compared to might be Amber Rose or somebody, right? That's only going to get you a level of gratification that has an expiration date. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because like people choose whatever they choose to get the attention that they want. But when you sit back and you hear about like people that started a brand and it started underground and they built the loyalty amongst the people that support them, true supporters that'll spend their money every time, that'll show up every time, repost your traffic every time. You know what I'm saying? Or if they can't be present, they're going to donate to the cause in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Resources, stuff like that. Those people have a way different rapport and presentation than those that did negative. Well, I ain't gonna say negative. Those that chose certain ways to display themselves to get attention versus the way that these people chose to display themselves to create true support in a dynamic and follow on with a brand and stuff like that. Everybody's brand ain't founded on the same things.
Nah, it ain't. So what you say, Brittany? I think I got a different. Maybe I might be the only one, but I'm for it. For what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it because as a man, you think that you choosing this woman, but she already did her research. It's women out there that, okay, I'm big time. I think that you're an attractive woman, but not knowing that she know my birthday.
She done research.
She done did the research. I didn't do my research. So why would I be mad at her if she got
you
me?
Can't be, if you're the guy, you can't be mad.
Yeah, I got the money, so I gotta protect my livelihood, and I can't just fall for any old piece of pussy that I can lose millions of dollars over.
That right
you
there.
See what I'm saying?
Bro, that right there is why I talk about sexual discipline.
Yeah.
Sexual discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Sexual discipline, sexual discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Like whether you got money or you don't.
But she only fucking with you for the money. You see what I'm saying? It's a business transaction. You're falling in love.
As a man, your attention, the attention you track,
right,
is relative to what you do.
Right.
And it's gonna put you in certain communities and spaces. If you're a musician, you're gonna be around other musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever the culture is of those particular musicians,
mm-hmm.
you're gonna be around that. You don't have to partake in every single thing that they do, but you're around it. So for you to be, big time, because entertainers and athletes are kind of entertainers.
Yeah,
they're big time. Yeah. If a woman is making herself available to you, you got to go do your research.
You got to see who this woman is.
You got to see who she is.
Yeah.
Because how did she get into that space where you are? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you still amazed at the spaces that you in. And then you get somebody to walk up to you and they like, hi, I like you. And you like, okay, cool. Now what? What does that look like? But see, the sexual discipline piece is like,
she don't shoot no ball, nothing. How she get
there? Don't who? She don't play no music.
She was sucking.
She ain't song. She ain't, look. I'm telling you.
She sucked them some and
come
did some strange for a piece of chain
to
get in this room because she ain't athletes and everybody in here athletes. So who let her in here?
And that's the only way that a lot of those women even stay in that space because generally speaking, most men have to be able to provide for themselves. Have to. It doesn't even sound right if a man says something to the effect, man, I ain't found nobody to come take care of me yet.
But then you got to think about it. She found the right one to get her pregnant, to fall in love, to marry, to be engaged and all that. She hits you with the rope-a-dope.
Yep. Or the dude just said, hey, I was going to do this anyway.
Might as well have fun, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people really do settle that way.
Yeah.
And the thing is like in the immediate moment, yeah, it's a level of gratification that you can be like okay with.
Yeah.
But then
18 years later, and you don't charge for $275,000 a month.
You pay the mortgage on a baby.
Yeah.
You out here renting kids.
I bought this baby cash. Straight up. Straight up.
I bought my baby cash.
I bought this baby cash.
Cold hard cash.
Cold hard. I cashed out.
Yeah, man. Look, put all the chips down.
Hey,
I'm telling you that sexual.
I'm all in. put all the chips on. I'm all in.
That's why that sexual discipline piece is so important because it's like, bro, you're gonna get attention whether you got money or not.
Yeah, you're gonna get the wrong attention if you got money.
But you gotta have some vetting criteria. Like what is the vetting criteria?
You see, Jesus is old lady divorced.
Man, I was just talking about that before you came in.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a struggle. And what I heard was it was a respect thing. She felt like allegedly she felt like she could talk to Jesus any kind of way because she a boss.
Look.
And how you gonna figure you gonna just fix your lips to somebody that's supposed to be your equal?
I'm gonna play this.
That's crazy. And you don't see nothing wrong with it.
Man.
And then when he fed up, what, he wrong? Because he done?
Yeah, you crazy.
It only gonna take him 2 years to figure this out. This not what I wanted to do.
Man, look,
you taking away my peace. I thought you was something else. I done put you all the way up here. You really down here. If you don't fucking listen and you run your mouth too much, like you don't have to be my boss. You're a CEO for sure, but you don't have to be my boss. Why are you talking to me like I'm the janitor?
So much talking for no reason.
The disrespect, Jay.
Like, and ultimately,
Disrespect, man.
And ultimately it becomes disrespect.
It's disrespect.
And
we ain't equal. You can't be a man, and I damn sure can't have no baby.
I can't.
So we not equal.
I can't make nobody else responsible for every one of my complaints.
Right. Right.
And
if you have the right, which women do have the right to abort a child or to kill the child, why I can't have the right to disown it at the bare minimum? I ain't kill nobody. I just say, you know what? Before you make this choice, I don't want to be no part of this deal.
Mm-hmm.
This is a no deal for me.
Yeah.
Now everything from this point on is on you. So why you try to make a decision for the both of us, and then I got to pay for your decision? That's crazy,
man.
I got to pay for your decision.
I think that people try to find happiness in the wrong ways, and a lot of short-term gratification, like exposes people after a minute. Because like you said earlier, if you ain't happy with the bare minimum, you definitely not gonna be happy with money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody gonna have more money than you.
And I didn't really take into consideration how powerful that was, because I've always said, like, of course money is gonna expose whatever your greatest weaknesses are too. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do drugs now, you get some money, you're gonna do some better things.
Oh, you gonna OD.
Yeah. You out of there.
No, you gonna OD.
You gonna OD. You
gonna OD.
Because you think
you gonna get the top of the top drug.
Yeah, for real.
That heart stop.
Yeah.
For real.
For real. You gonna be inside the ambulance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a reckless driving problem,
and you go get a fast car, you got around the tree, and you got some money. Pick a struggle.
Yeah, pick a struggle.
Get you a Prius and sit your head down.
Man, look, I'm telling you, like, there's some people that behave as though that they had it better than what they're complaining about right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people be complaining about the thing that they prayed for. They in the middle of the thing they prayed for, they got it, and they still complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be happy. Like if you complaining more than you complimenting, you're a miserable person.
Right.
And that ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Nobody else is making you miserable but you.
You know what the hard thing that people got to understand?
You got to pick a struggle.
You got to pick a struggle. So God made everybody perfectly imperfect. Intentionally. So you're fine as hell. You're beautiful to somebody. Everybody has a person. Everybody has a person. However, if I'm not satisfied with what God created and I want to alter this, and if I'm truly unhappy, how can the next person I find make me happy if God, the creator, couldn't make me happy with just me waking up and looking myself in the mirror? Something is ill. Something is gone from here. Something is empty. Yes. I'm
in a different type of conflict.
Right.
I couldn't imagine. Like I know
the internal,
it's a super
emotional,
yeah. And it got nothing to do with you.
Right.
It has everything to do with how you perceive yourself.
Right. Because why you feel like you're not enough? Like who told you that?
Because that's really what it translates to. Yeah. Because like if you can wake up and be mad, and if every conversation is a landmine,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and you're gonna feel some kind of way. If you feel like if I talk to this person, it's gonna make me feel some kind of way,
mm-hmm.
and you feel like that by yourself without even talking to the other person.
Right. Yeah, that's an illness.
Yeah,
it's
gotta be a mental illness.
It gotta be for real.
Because like bro, I'm cool being quiet and off to myself.
Yeah.
Like I do things that, you know what I'm saying, are in that space. Like I'm in the middle of completing my third book. Love the piece that comes with breaking down things line by line, reading it back to myself 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of reading that takes place and being honest with what I want to communicate. You know what I'm saying? And that allows me to have a roundtable discussion in my head about making sure that whatever I put out, making it make sense, is going to be important. Because like it's important to me. If it's important to me, it's going to be important to other people.
Right. They got the same belief.
It's going to be the like-minded people that value my input, value my opinions, believe in what I do. They have reciprocated to me in a way that is inspirational. Those are the people that you're supposed to invest in,
right?
With your gifts, your service, your time, your effort. Anybody to just say, "Well, I think you should do it this way," I think just volunteering criticism, offering constructive criticism ain't never constructed anything, never completed anything.
Yeah, why do you feel the need to tell me some other shit that I ain't even asked your opinion for?
So, and
why you feel comfortable doing that?
And the energy from that makes you think, like the minute you have to stop and think, like I have to script a response and anticipate a negative feedback. It's just easy for me to be quiet. That's why, like artists, if they preview they albums before they put them out to people,
they just quiet. They just
throw it out there.
Yeah.
But if you had to ask everybody's input, if you needed 1,000 people to like what you're doing,
it's a listening party.
It's a listening.
So all you got to do is just listen. I ain't asked for an input.
I don't care.
Yeah, this is what I'm about to display.
At some point in you have to not care what somebody else thinks, loved ones included.
Yeah,
you have to say, I believe in my product. I believe in the vision that was shown to me.
Right.
It's not your vision.
Right.
I don't care if you don't like it.
Right.
It ain't for you to like.
It ain't for you. And that's okay.
That's completely okay.
Yeah.
That's perfectly important. Perfect.
That's okay.
Pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle.
If you want to create something and be great,
go create it.
Go create it.
Yeah.
And understand that don't take the criticism personally because it's your personal vision.
Right. Right.
So, and if people don't like it, for the people that feel more inclined to not like something, see if the person is open to your criticism if you want to help. Otherwise, you just a hater in some kind of way. You are a detractor, but those people are already accounted for. We know that those things are already taken into consideration. We always say,
you don't have to acknowledge that.
You don't have to acknowledge.
You already know it's out.
But too many people want to fight in the comments.
You want to read the comments.
I don't read.
I post a picture. I don't read no comments. I'm posting.
Like
I'm too busy trying to create and post.
Once I make something,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's gone and it's in the world, it'll come back to you.
You don't have to like it at all.
You don't have to like it. I don't care.
Keep on scrolling.
Yep, because this is my outlet, and if you want an outlet where you can get out your grievances,
then create one.
Yeah. Instead of complaining about. But that's what I never understood about. Like I always say, man, why do people get on social media to complain about what's on social media?
Like everybody else ain't see it.
Everybody
else already got.
But you don't have to go. You don't have to come here.
Have to be there.
That's my point. That's the first rule.
Yeah.
You don't like the thing that you're complaining about.
It costs you nothing.
It costs you nothing. Yeah. The invitation to get the fuck out or shut the fuck up is always available.
It's always
that ticket never. It's
never sold out.
It's got never sold out.
Yeah.
You got floor seating, general admission. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we already been running our mouth 2 hours, man.
So, all right, G. Well,
yeah. Hey,
before we go, man, go ahead and send the link for the merch. You know, it's about to get cold,
man. Look,
somewhere.
Because it's almost that time. You know what I'm saying? The weather changing. Well, we believe it's changing. It's definitely changing here. But y'all go check out the store and go check out the merch. Get ready to go ahead and order your sweats. Get ready for the winter. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real versatile sweatsuit. The material is similar to Nike Tech. So if you're gonna give Nike your money, man, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you check us out over here too.
Yeah.
So what else we got?
For 130.
Man, come on, like
You know, like, you know, the Nike tag is what, 300?
Something like that.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And,
So,
this is the buy it right now price too.
yeah, you can buy it right now, and you know what I mean, how long before they get it? If they bought it today.
Oh, they bought it today. I have it out tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? So you know.
It might go out today, you know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, look, y'all check it out. Material, I gotta get some better pictures. I keep saying that, and I will change that up some soon. But man, look, you even got the shop pay. You see that $32.49 for interest free installments. They got financing on everything.
They got financing on everything.
Man, look, valor and victory, baby.
Valor and victory.
You know what I'm saying?
Double V.
Yeah, because you can't have victory without valor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is, man.
Double V by double V.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we got SLP over here too, you know.
Yeah, man.
So,
stop by Instagram and like, share, comment, repost.
mm-hmm.
You know, hit my DM if you trying to get a. We about to put the hoodies back out.
Yeah.
Myself.
Every day you leave the house, you taking a chance on going to the federal penitentiary or getting killed. All my closest friends gone. I know we come to their lifestyle. Like, that's why I trip off all them niggas that always want to specify how much they in the street and how much they want to be street in their hood. Where I come from, you trying to get out the hood. That's the obstacle, nigga. Where I come from, every day you wake up.
Real words by Yo Gotti on that. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all sitting down with us.
For sure.
Chop it up. And we will be in contact. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And this has been Cold Talk Coffee and Blunts Morning Show.
Uncle Junior, what up?
Hey, pick a struggle. We out.